One of Winona's most famous and iconic buildings is the J.R. Watkins Administration building. But have you ever taken the time to peek inside? Archivist John Goplin recently gave us a tour of this beautiful Winona treasure. Today we're on location at the J.R. Watkins building in Winona. With us is John Goplin. John is the archivist here at Watkins. And John, the other day I had this thought that we have all these historic buildings in Winona, and I bet most of us that live in town haven't taken the time to walk through the doors to take a look around. So I appreciate you taking some time to show us inside this great building that's had a long part in Winona's history. So can you tell us a little bit about the company, J.R. Watkins Medical Company, as it once was called?
Yes, the J.R. Watkins Medical Company was founded in 1868 by Joseph Ray Watkins. And in 1910, he commissioned George Mayer to design and build his new administration office. George Mayer was one of the top architects in the nation, and he was best known for his prairie school designs and what he called the rhythm motif. And the rhythm motif simply was themes or designs that he repeated throughout his buildings. The building was actually constructed by the Wells Brothers General Construction Company out of Chicago, Illinois, and they were also noted for building the Marshall Fields building.
So John, what's this building made out of?
The building is actually constructed of Indiana limestone, or it's called Bedford stone, and it was imported specifically for this building. Some of the other characteristics on the exterior are the medallions that depict the date of the company's founding, 1868, and the date of the building being constructed, which is 1911. And that's part of that rhythm motif that Mayer used in his designs, and we'll see more examples of that when we go inside.
And then we have this beautiful archway that's here, and I know that was something that George Mayer liked to incorporate in a lot of his buildings. Is that something then that we see a lot of in this building as well?
When we go into the rotunda area, you will see 4 large arches.
Okay. Well, why don't we go take a look inside?
All right, great.
So John, we're inside now, and boy, this is quite awe-inspiring, I guess.
And when visitors come to the administration building, they walk into this beautiful reception area, and as they look around or look up, they'll see the beautiful tile mosaics in the rotunda, and they'll also notice the letter W, which is part of that rhythm motif that we talked about that George Mayer incorporates into this building.
And then as I look at the marble, I do see that familiar green marble that is also over at Winona National Bank.
Yeah, the reception area here uses 3 types of marble. The sienna or the yellow marble that we view and the white marble of the floor came from Italy. The alpine green marble that you were mentioning came from the Greek island of Tinos, and I believe they used it here first and then must have liked it and incorporated it into the bank design. The administration building features 3 large Tiffany stained glass windows that arch over the entrances to the building. The windows represent scenes from around Winona, including Sugarloaf and Lake Winona, which is depicted in the center window. In addition to the large windows, there are 224 stained glass skylights that incorporate Mayer's rhythm motif by using the letter W. Another unique feature of the administration building is the red Egyptian marble that we see here in one of the executive offices.
Now, John, we have this clock. I know there's 2 of them. There's one on each end of the building here. What can you tell us about the clock other than it's incredibly beautiful?
Well, both of these clocks are identical, and they were designed by Tiffany. They were installed shortly after the administration building opened. At one time, they also housed a fire hose in case of a fire, but today they just are used for keeping the time.
John, now we're standing in front of one of the sales wagons that people would have seen going down the road back in the 1800s.
Yeah, this was a typical design. You could actually order the wagons from Watkins. They had a couple different designs, but this was the most popular one, and they would travel all over the countryside going door to door selling the Watkins products. Watkins developed the trial mark bottle with the money back guarantee, which was very innovative for that time period. They developed time sales in which they would leave product off at the customer's home, and they could try the product. If they didn't like it, they could use the product up to the trial mark on the bottle and when the salesman came back around, if they didn't like the product, they could give the remainder back. Otherwise, they would purchase the product. The time sales also allowed them to buy the product but pay over a period of time. It was an early form of credit, and JR developed that method too.
Very innovative.
Yeah.
He would have been a great entrepreneur, I think, in any century who had he chosen to open a business.
Yeah, he worked hard and had a lot of good ideas.
Well, John, I want to thank you for taking some time to show us around your beautiful work environment here. And again, thank you for taking time to show us around. And hopefully those of you at home had an opportunity to see something and learn a little bit about something here in our own hometown. So thanks, John.
All right, thank you very much.